everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Well, today is Tuesday. It is April 14th, 2020. And I'm here to do a let's chit chat video just to catch up on things, talk about things. I had said, I don't know when it was it January, that I would come on here around April and do a health and weight update video for you guys, let you guys know what's been going on, because there is a little bit of news that I want to share with you guys. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys are all staying safe out there. Yeah, I truly, when I tell you that I am in deep prayer for every single one of us, I truly am. I'll give you a little bit update on my son Aaron and my son Aiden. You guys both, I had mentioned to you guys that Aiden works at a grocery store and my son Aaron works at an emergency room at a hospital. And Aiden is still working. He's still doing his thing. He's doing good. They're taking a lot more precautions at the grocery stores, but all around. I see that all the time, that, you know, whatever is implemented in a grocery store, it soon sort of trickles to a lot of other grocery stores, and you know, his is no different. So there's a lot of safety precautions for him as well now too. So he's doing really good. In fact, he's at work right now as I film, or as I record. Aaron, I had made mention to you guys that because he's asthmatic and he was intubated, that they had the doctors had talked to him and went ahead and moved him out of the CV white tents. I call it CV because I know that YouTube will pick up on the name, and you know, I don't want my video flagged or anything like that. Well, he has since gone back to working the tents. He's back in there. They're sort of running slim, and so they talked to my son, and my son was like, yeah, you know, he's in it, you know. So he's back working the tents and treating the CB patients. So he worked Easter, and so did my other son Aiden. He worked Easter too. They both were out doing their thing. So there's that bit of news. I want to say this really quickly, a bit of an update with me. Some of you guys who've been with me for a little bit knew that I was perimenopausal. I am 51 years old, and so I was around 48 years old. I was told that I had been perimenopausal, and just based off calculations and things like that, I think I started when I was around 42 years of age, perimenopausal. Last year, I went to go see my gynecologist, and he informed me, I thought I was menopausal, and he's like, nope, you need a complete full year to be considered menopausal. So that would have been this February that just passed. Would have been. I would have been 1 year without a cycle, February 2020. And in December 2019, I started feeling some symptoms, just very emotional, a lot of like PMS symptoms, but very emotional, very crampy, very tender, but nothing too severe, nothing that I had been accustomed to living with in terms of PMS symptoms. It was sort of mildly that case. Didn't think really much of it, other than the fact that when I started to cramp, I started thinking, that's really weird, but nothing happened in December. Come January, let me get the right date. I'll be right back. It was January 3rd that I started my cycle, and it was a full-on normal cycle. It wasn't like light. No, it was actually, for me, it was a little abnormal in the fact that it was normal and abnormal, which is really weird. I typically, my whole entire life for the most part, have been a 3-day cycle, 3 to 4 day cycle. I was actually a full-on 7-day, which is considered normal. I've always been sort of considered abnormal, but I was normal to me. But this was a 7-day cycle, but it was so normal. in nature. Like I said, PMS was very, very light. I mean, I felt things, but it wasn't like I felt, I don't know how to explain. I felt like for the first time I had an actual normal cycle. It was just normal. So, but yeah, but I got a cycle. 1 month before I would have been officially considered menopausal. Insane. So I have to go an entire year now to start all over. And I had called my OBGYN. I had called him, who I've been seeing him. He delivered 2 of my children, my youngest children. So he delivered Savannah, who's going to be 15, and Evan. And I've known him even before that. So I called him up. I told him what happened. He says, all right, I need to see you. I made an appointment sometime in February, but the office called me and they had to cancel. So I called them back like a week later, rescheduled for the 17th of March. And then everything hit with the CV. So I called back and we talked on the phone. And I said, you know what? Let me just hold off on, it was just going to be blood work and things like that. And I said, I don't feel anything. There's no pain. There's no anything. It was just a normal cycle. And I'll wait and stuff like that. Like I said, this was March 17th. And that's when everything kind of really started getting crazy with the CV situation. But I will be going in as soon as things settle down. I will go in and get an exam and everything else. As of right now, as of April, we're in April, I have not had one since January. So I am counting it down again. So there's that update, which is really, really crazy. You know, I told my mom, I told my husband, and they were like, what? I was like, yeah. All right, so there's that. I want to talk a little bit about, just other than that, what I'm doing for diet and things like that, where I'm at with my weight and things like that. Let's go back into June of last year. June of last year, I decided to go back to school. At 50, I wanted to go back and finish what I had started. And I was running marathons. I was doing, I was just feeling really, really good. I started really watching my carbs, not my calories, but my carbs. And I wasn't doing any diet in specific other than just watching those carbs. I know that for me, that has always just worked for me. And and then what I mean by worked for me, not necessarily have I lost tremendous amount of weight, but I just feel good. And you can see it in my face. In my face, it shows when I'm watching my carbs, my hands, my feet, my energy. I don't feel run down and fatigued like I'm, you know what I mean? I feel really, really good. And that's what was happening. I was feeling really, really good. I went back to school in August, was my first semester back, and I started to feel the stress, in particularly because I took one particular class. It was a history class. It was an online class, and it was very condensed. It was 3 chapters a week, 1 test, and videos, and it was just a lot. And then it was discussion groups and reports, and it was just a lot. And it was too condensed for me. And I've said it in other videos that if I had to take that class again, I would never take something like that online. The class that I'm taking right now is online, but it is a full-term online class, which makes it's 1 chapter a week, you know what I mean? And that one was 3. And in 1 semester, just 1 semester, I gained 10 pounds. I went from 198 to 208 pounds in just 1 semester. I wasn't exercising. All I was doing was sitting down and reading and writing and reading and writing. It really was pretty bad. And I gained 10 pounds. That is a lot. And then we went into the holidays. And you know, I was already pretty bad shape, and then I ended up getting my cycle, and that it really didn't help. I mean, it wasn't a bad cycle, but nevertheless, it still added to a lot of the other stuff, and it was just bad. You know, I wasn't working out, I wasn't exercising, but going into this semester, I told myself that it had to be different. And I made a commitment to myself to exercise. and to really watch my carbs. Now, I'm not doing too good in that area. And what I mean that I'm not doing good in that area is the carbs that I am eating, they could be better. You know, they could be a little bit more healthier. And if I do that, I'm just going to help myself through this whole thing with school and everything else that goes on. And then when this whole thing hit with the CV hit, I told myself, you know what? This is a lot. You know, I was really worried about my kids, and I still am, but I made a commitment to walk in my faith and to work out. And to continue to do the things that I had already been doing to try to alleviate stress. I had been working a lot on myself in terms of stress, and I told myself, yeah, you know, you have to do the things that alleviate that for you, and exercise is one of those things. And I would say now I've been working out consistently. I would say probably 2.5 weeks consistently. I mean consistently. And I just worked out yesterday. I did 3 miles yesterday. It was a pretty rough 3 miles. It was pretty intense, but it felt good. It feels absolutely amazing. And I told myself, don't let go of your exercises, and hang on to your faith. Those are the two things that are keeping me going. And I feel so much better. I make better food choices. Like I said, they could be better. They could be better, especially in the carb area. They could be better. Just healthier carbs. But I feel really good. I feel like I'm starting to see a difference. And I feel a different, you know, when I work out and I watch my carbs. And that's really all I am doing. That's really all I'm doing. I'm not on any diet. I'm not on any exercise regimen other than my Leslie Sanson DVDs. I've been doing that for maybe going now. It's in my daughter's 15. I've probably been doing them 16 and a half years. I absolutely enjoy them, and they work for me. And then once I get a little bit more fit, and then I always, and you guys seen this in the past, that I've introduced other types of cardio workouts, some that are a little bit more HIIT training, a little bit more enduring, you know, like endurance, a little bit more. But I'm doing good. And what I actually weighed myself Easter morning. I weighed myself. I was up 208, was like in January. I actually hit 210, to be honest, in January. That was the highest I actually hit, but it's not recorded. But I did hit 210. And then I started, you know, like I said, making changes with my carbs. And then I was exercising. Oh, let me explain that a little bit better with the exercise. So when I entered into the semester and I started going into February and I went back to school, I started watching the carbs. Again, I could do better, but I was really watching how much carbs I was taking in. So I was doing really good. I was exercising, but I wasn't consistent. I would exercise and then I would exercise. But what I am saying is when this COVID thing really hit in March, I told myself, you know what, exercise really relieves that for you. And that's what I mean. Since then, I've been really consistent with my workouts. I don't allow myself that, oh, I'll work out tomorrow. No, I don't. I do it. I'm committed to those things. And so I just kind of wanted to make that clear. I didn't want to make it sound like I've been working out since February, because I haven't. It's just, I was working out. It was just like here and there and here and there. But when the COVID hit, I said, no, this is going to help me. And it has. It's oh my gosh, it's been wonderful. So I had started losing the weight. I was seeing here and there, I would weigh myself. I would see 206, 205, things like that. But I was starting to come down in my weight as well. Just by watching carbs, honest to goodness, it's just by watching those carbs. And the last time I weighed myself, I weighed 204 even. And then I weighed myself this Easter, which was the 12th, and I weighed 203 even. So I'm going down. And I can see some of it in my face. I'm starting to see some of that inflammation go away. It's going to be a while. It's going to take a while, you know. But I feel really good. I feel really good. And how I'm approaching it. I just do my day. Sometimes I even do OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. Sometimes that's how it works out for me. I do OMAD and I just do 1 meal a day. Some days I eat twice a day. I don't eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't do that. It's a minimum 2 meals to 1 meal, give or take, depending on the day. But it's consistency. That's what it is. It's consistency. And I just got to work a little bit better on those carb choices, you know. It's a hard time right now, but I know that I'm just helping myself by doing it this way. You know what I mean? I'm just helping myself, you know. I'm not, and we're going to get through it. We're going to get through this. I know we are going to get through this. So, yeah. And I kind of thank God that I have my classes. I really, really do. I thank God that I have my YouTube and I can come in and check in with you guys, and I have my classes and I have my homework and I have my exercise and I have my eBay. My eBay store is still doing good. It is still doing good. The other day, yesterday, I sold 4 packages. 4 packages. That was insane. It's crazy. I'm doing really, really good. And all these things keep my mind busy, you know? And so I have of course, my family. We have movie night and we do all kinds of things. And yeah, it's good. We're getting through it. And I had a Zoom session with my professor, guys. She wrote to me. She says, "Hey, Laura," she says, "would you want to have a Zoom session with me?" And I was like, this is my religious studies professor. I said, "What?" Now, this is the same professor I had last semester at the college. We talked for about an hour and a half on Zoom about religion. It was amazing. And I thought to myself, what a blessing, you know? What a blessing. I felt like I knew her because I did take her class last semester. And then the other thing too, I had my first Zoom class with my ASL class. Out of 36 students, she has 22 showed up. And oh my gosh, we talked about so much, and we also learned new signs. So it's great. It's good. I'm so blessed. I feel blessed. I feel really, really blessed that I have that. You know, it's a great distraction. So it's nice. And that's it. You know, one thing, I'm on spring break right now. I'm on spring break, guys. So I'm working out last night, right? I'm working out. I was doing my 3 miles, and I was like, oh, I feel so good not to kind of worry about homework this week. And, you know, and I'm working out and I'm working out. And then all of a sudden it hit me, and I said, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be doing a report. And I started thinking, and as I'm working out, I'm thinking. So I had to literally pause the DVD, come to my planner, look in my planner, and yeah, I have on the 20th, I have a report due. It's called Deaf President. It's 2 pages long, and it's due on the 20th. So that means I have to do it this week. And I said, wait a minute. I was like, I'm supposed to be on vacation. I was so excited that I didn't have to do any homework, but I do. I have homework on vacation. Anyways, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I'm doing really good. And I really wanted to do this video because I said that I would do it in April. Also, I want to check in with you guys. I want to hear how you guys are doing. What are the things that you guys are doing to pass this sort of quarantine or, time. I know a lot of people are knitting, reading. I know somebody who's cooking a lot more. I guess we all are cooking a lot more. Yeah, so what are you guys doing? Let me know. Okay, and just real quickly, I did do a video right now. I did a haul, but I showed my nails, and I just, maybe some of you might ask, but this is Zoya. This is the Zoya Pixie Dust. It's this pretty glittery one. Now this is a matte. This is matte. And so what I did, I just put a gloss on top of it, a top coat of gloss. So it's really nice. Yeah, I like the color. And I think it's called Carter. Yeah, it's called Carter. So anyways, my friends, that is it. I will come back. I'm definitely going to be coming this week. Like I said, I'm on vacation. But I got to do that report. But I'll do some more. I plan to do a get ready with me and things like that. And just do a couple of videos this week for you guys. But I want to know how you guys are doing. Please let me know down below. You know, what are you guys doing now that you're home? Maybe you guys are picking up something that typically you wouldn't have, you know? I don't know. All right, guys. I will talk to you all very soon. Take care. Bye.